It's Week 14 of the National Football League. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Cowboys and the Cards coming up next.
It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they said, hey, let's open the roof. That's what they've done here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The numbers there for Connor in last week's game. 15 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Brissett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Nice move at the 40. And down to the 41. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up from the 41. Here's a 2nd and 8. They run over center with Benson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Brissett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Connor running right. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Brissett now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brissett going right back to Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Brissett sets to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 16. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Greg Dortch deep for Arizona. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. On the counter, it's Connor. Gets past one man. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. You look at this Cowboy defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, 16 carries, 55 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Now Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Prescott.
They'll air one out deep from Mingo.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Prescott from the gun.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Running out of the gun here with Benson.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Brissett.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Brissett. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Throwing, Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Brissett.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And we are tied at 7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but turning. It's 7 now as they kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On the toss, it's Benson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Here's Brissett.
Open man here is Benson.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Brissett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
They go with blue between the tackles. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
On the return, Dortch.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go play action with Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Throwing, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Johnson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run. It's Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Javonte Williams. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver, and they do.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
This is taken at about the 14.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Prescott to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Prescott now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw is Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Running from the gun, Johnson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, after the first quarter was just complete disaster for them, everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter 2.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now 21-7.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brissett. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Prescott.
He's got Mingo.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Out of the gun, Brissett. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Brissett sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Osa Odighizuwa.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the defending champs, the Eagles, who got the win on the road. A.J. Brown, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we stay in the Empire State as we head up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Nick Westbrook-Akine, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Zamir White with a touchdown run. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Prescott from the gun. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here comes Dortch on the return. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Here's Brissett. Screen pass to Connor. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Brissett now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw, Brissett. Throw left side, complete. That's Benson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Zone read, here's Benson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
21-yard line. 10 yards on the
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leaves to 2nd and 10.
Here's Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Brissett.
Open man here is Benson.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to
breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
Play action now, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw is Brissett. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. This now a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he fields it cleanly. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Brissett.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll throw again. Brissett.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
Brissett.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Cardinals, 1st down.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Zay Jones.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Out of the gun, they run with blue. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go to Johnson again. And he lost the football. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Kevontae Turpin.
40 yards.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brissett. He's got Harrison left side complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
That's good.
From the gun, here's Brissett.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Solomon Thomas in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Brissett now. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Prescott from the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 10. And the Cowboys first down.
Up the middle, Johnson. He juked him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jonathan Mingo.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Cowboys stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing, Brissett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. To throw, Brissett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Caught by Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Brissett again. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Brissett. That ball caught by Harrison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now Brissett. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. To throw is Brissett. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.